Ayan, syempre excited na tayo dahil yung guest natin ay nandito, kasama pa rin natin one of the most influential Filipinos in the GCC nga. She's been tagged that and renowned stylist. So syempre, nakasama na nga natin siya from the previous episode. We have here sa ating episode ng
Momchies on the mic!
Miss Gweys Soriano. Gusto niyo yun? Spontaneous tayo dito.
At wag ka nahatak natin si Gweys actually
Yes!
say Momchies on the mic.
Achievement unlocked.
Yes. For those who are new to this podcast, hello po, my name is Louie Costa.
And my name is Pepperu. Ayan na nga po. Wala lang po ang aming third person for today, si Maria Maldita. She's on vacation right now. Pero I'm sure na nainggit din yan kasi kasama natin si Miss Gweys Soriano.
I know, ingit siya na si Gweys kasama natin for this episode.
And lalo na the last time we were talking about, diba, Momchies and how we can dress well. Mm-hmm. So for this particular episode naman, syempre, number one priority as Momchies, bukod sa ating self-care, yun ang usapan natin last time. This time, let's talk about our kids. Ganun naman, how do we raise kids through self-expression din. And lalo na with you as a creative, Gweys, no? You've been out there, diba? You really, in terms of creativity, ayan, hindi na natin i-question ang creativity and style ni Gweys, none other than Gweys Soriano. So, ngayon, in terms of, diba, self-expression, kasi it's part of it, diba? Your styling, how we present ourselves. Ano naman yung mga tips mo in terms of when you raise your kids, how do you help them express themselves like through style, ganyan? Did they take after you then in terms of how they present themselves? Kasi minsan 'di ba, it's part of the values na nabubuo na rin natin with the kids.
Ako I let them choose what they want to wear.
Really?
I allow them to express themselves sa pagdating sa fashion. For example, kahit hindi ako minsan nag-agree dun sa suot. Yung question ko, sure ka yan gusto mo suot today?
I love her self-control because I would have said something different.
So yun, nagtatanong, we have an open communication at home. Minsan, yung eldest ko, for example, part siya ng band. So, syempre, di ba, may sarili-sarili silang identity sa on stage, ganyan. Meron one time hindi ko gusto yung suot niya. Kasi feeling ko hindi siya nag-glow or hindi nakikita yung kagwapuhan niya dun sa outfit na pinili niya, ganon. Tapos pag uwi, parang tinanong ko siya, yan talaga yung gusto mong look?
So now, alam na natin. Pag nagtanong ng ganun si Gweys, talaga gusto mo? So no for her.
You chose that today?
Yan yung branding. Tapos yun, kahit di ako nag-agree, parang hinahayaan ko sila to choose whatever they want to wear. Pero I give advice or tips. So, kunwari, for example, yung bonnet, hindi ko gusto. Maybe choose a different material. Gusto mo hanap tayo ng ibang material or ibang color ng bonnet if you really wanted to wear that bonnet. May ganon. So, if you wanna wear that, sige. But since hindi ako nag-agree, meron akong mga sundot na, okay, gusto mo sa weekend, hanap tayo ng ganito. Na ibang color, ibang style, para mapsuot mo pa din yung gusto mo. Tapos, even yung maliit, yun naman, mahilig sa cups. Madami siyang sombrero. Minsan, ibibigay ko sa kanya yung hat na tingin ko bagay doon sa outfit niya. Tapos sasabihin niya, Mommy, can I wear the McQueen? Kahit hindi match. Okay, sige. Yun, bigay, hayaan.
I'm just curious, or maybe this would apply more to me kasi I have a daughter. Kasi obviously we want to give them freedom of self-expression. But there are also a lot of these cultural sensitivities, especially where we are. Or even like yung may mga, with the community pa lang, medyo marami mga judgmental in certain occasions. Yes. So how do you teach your kids to still stay true to their personal style or to themselves, pero respectful pa rin of the occasion that they're going to, of the location or something like that?
Yun nga, I allow them to wear whatever they want to wear. Mas madali kasi sa akin kasi lalaki. Hindi masyadong sa babae kasi, di ba, medyo
sensitive,
mas
yeah.
sensitive. Pero lagi kong i-remind sa kanila kung ano yung event. So if if we're going to the mall, they dress up na pang mall.
Okay.
Parang, 'di ba, you cannot be wearing shorts na. If you wanna go sa beach, then kasi if you wanna wear yung mga shorts sa mall, parang even though you look good wearing that outfit, but if you're in a wrong setting, hindi
Mismatch siya,
magmi-mismatch. So hindi ka pa rin magmumukhang maganda dyan sa
choice
sa
of
choice
ano.
mo. Oo. So lagi kong i-remind yung setting
Okay.
kung saan kami pupunta, sino yung mga mag-a-attend. So
I also wanted to add din, kasi totoo, di ba, syempre we live in a very multicultural country, di ba? So ang dami talagang pasok na ng iba-ibang style, whatever looks good, and yun nga, you dress for the occasion. You said to remind them, how young did you start, kumbaga, hindi man feeding the information, pero how young did you start na showing them about all of this, yung parang talking to them? Kasi I remember dun sa event natin na Momchies on the Mic, one of the main things na talagang you put talagang hard press na ito yung push mo was that communication.
Yes.
Parang communication is very important, and open communication
Yeah.
to your kids, your family. That's part of your, kumbaga, yung family rhythm nyo na rin, di ba? So how young did you start to introduce this sa kids mo? Yung awareness of it all.
siguro since maliit pa si Chuck, for example, kasi, but what I do, I talk to my husband. Kasi I tell my husband, ikaw ang role model nila.
Right.
Oo. Kasi they follow what you do. Kung ano yung nakikita nila sa'yo, yun yung ginagaya nila. Which is totoo. Kahit yung maliit, very idol nila yung daddy nila. So, I talk to my husband, parang kunwari, minsan lalabas kami, pupunta sa mall, naka-chinelas lang. Alam mo yung mga ganong ano. So, I talk to him na, no, you should, dress according to the setting, saan tayo pupunta, ganyan. Tapos, yung anak ko, feeling ko, na-adapt din niya. So, maliit pa lang. Pero, dahil sa asawa ko.
And is there a little bit of pressure dahil nga you're a known stylist, ano? So does that somehow affect as well
Them,
how your kids dress and how your husband has to dress? Na, I'm Gweys Soriano, you have to dress like my family.
Hindi, I don't know kung nabibigyan ko sila ng ganong, parang
naman.
Wala naman. Kasi my husband is also very simple. So, hindi siya yung ako naka-accessories and everything. Siya naka-plain.
Basic
malinis lang.
siya.
Oo.
Okay. So, nakakatawa. Hindi, nakakatawa lang kasi, yun nga, you said kasi, I guess, boys, medyo nas nakaka-relate ako dahil boy din naman ang meron ako, di ba? So, it helps na you bring into the conversation talaga si daddy.
Si daddy.
Ganon. Kasi, yun nga, it's the two of you eh. Kahit na yes, you're the mom, di ba, na you usually dictate what they wear.
Yes.
Kasi, I don't know about you guys, di ba, pero kasi growing up, usually it is, si mommy naman
Same.
talaga ang mag-aano na, isuot mo to, prepare mo to, yun yung isuot nyo, ganun, para for the, yun nga, for the occasion. I guess it's always from the mom, ano? Kasi kung si daddy lang, malamang chinelas, shorts, t-shirt, okay na eh.
I mean, for me, I have two boys as well, other than my daughter. Usually, I would be the one buying the clothes, telling them what to wear. But minsan lang, daddy would, parang for fun for him,
Chime in a little
papormahan niya
bit.
yung mga anak niya and all that. But I like your suggestion nga na parang daddies have to be aware that their sons will be looking up at them.
True.
Even when it comes to fashion, di ba?
Nakakatuwa kasi it goes to show lang na, yun nga, they really do na to see their dads as role models.
Totoo.
Ganyan. And even, hindi naman simple, pero even in that side of styling and fashion, ganyan. So, do you think ba na, yun nga, fashion plays a role din in terms of sa kids, di ba? Does it help na how they identify themselves? Ganyan. Kasi it's also a form of self-expression.
Yes.
No?
I think fashion has a very big role in, building the confidence and yung creativity ba ng bata. Kasi like even for us, 'di ba? Like if we're not comfortable, if we don't feel good with what we're wearing, hindi din sila, yung confidence level nila and creativity is affected. Like today, for example, my nephew has may event sila sa school, so kailangan nila mag-wear ng costume.
Cute.
Tapos mag-perform, sasayaw. So pinag-wig namin kasi parang ang theme is 80s.
I love it!
Naka-afro, naka-salamin, tapos merong ganon. So, hindi siya masaya. So, ayaw niya yung wig. So, syempre, kung hindi masaya yung bata, paano magpa-perform on stage? Diba? Baka umiyak lang yan or mag-wallflowering dun sa stage.
Totoo.
So, sa akin, malaking factor talaga yung fashion sa...
And how comfortable you are.
Yes.
Actually, magandang point yun eh. Kasi I think I don't want to stereotype, but the typical stereotype na Asian mom would be, may tsinelas na yan. Hindi, suotin mo yan. Yan ang pinapasuot sa'yo eh. Diba?
Makuha ka sa tingin.
Exactly. Pero oo nga naman,
Totoo.
paano yung performance ng bata kung pagpipilitan mo yung...
Oo.
Yeah.
And I love how you said na, totoo, it does affect yung confidence, I guess. 'Di ba na parang, yun nga, if they're not happy with what they're wearing, na parang feeling nila, baka sa atin, they look good and nice and cute,
Yeah.
ganyan. Pero for them, parang, bakit ito itsura
Kahit
ko?
yung 3 years old ko na yung bunso ko, pag ayaw niya yung suot niya, makikita mo sa mukha niya.
Ah.
Ganun siya lalabas ng bahay.
Oh, diba? 6 years old.
As young as
style na.
So, hindi
Grabe.
kami lalabas kung hindi ka masaya. Walang lalabas. So, anong gusto mo isuot? Pwede suot. Ganon.
But since you mentioned how it affects your confidence nga and the role that it plays, I got a question though, and maybe this goes more for bigger kids, Pepper. Kasi, syempre kids nowadays, they see all these trends online, diba? They're heavily influenced by their friends, social media, and some of them are quite expensive, yung mga taste na nila.
Yeah.
So when it comes to budget and fashion for our children, nalalakihan din naman nila yung mga damit.
Yeah.
I mean, is it important for kids to follow trends kahit na expensive sila? And are you willing to spend a lot on your kids' fashion?
No. Kasi even sa sarili ko, I'm not willing to spend. No.
Okay.
Kasi parang I've been there when I was working sa mall. Parang halos everyday meron akong bit-bit from sa mall na binili, gano'n. Then later on, I-realize ko, grabe, binili ko to ng ganitong kamahal. Tapos isang beses mo lang
Masusuot.
Or,
Oh my gosh,
or
totoo.
kung hindi man isang beses, after ilang months mo pwedeng isuot. Kasi parang
Naulit.
naulit na, ganon. So hindi. Sa amin, parang doesn't mean it's branded. Doesn't mean it's uso, it's bagay, and it's kailangan na meron ka. So, yun yung ko sa... Tsaka kasi sa Baguio kami, laking ukay.
Oh my gosh.
Favorite natin yan, Baguio.
So yan, so yung si Chuck, yan, ang mga damit niya nung bata, from ukay.
Nice.
Oo. Kasi parang bibilan mo, tapos susuot lang for how many,
Totoo.
Diba?
Totoo
Parang
naman.
ilang
Smaller
beses
kids,
lang.
once pa nga
Yes.
lang wala na eh.
Once mo nga lang masusuot, okay. Maswerte ka pa pag nasuotan mo ng isang beses, di ba?
yeah, oo. So sanay sila sa ganyan, and hindi din siya sa branded. Kasi parang dati, doesn't mean it's Balenciaga, it means it's stylish.
Right.
True. I love
So,
that.
sa kanya more on kung ano siya nga today. It's not because of the brand. Hindi yun ang
So from a young age, parang trinain mo na sila na it's not about brands, it's not about trends.
Yes.
It's what looks good on
On
you.
you.
And
Yes.
what fits our budget.
Yes. And I would take them to flea market on weekends kung alam mo yun, kasi diba yung
I
mga
love
flea market.
it,
Yes,
yeah.
we'll go there if we find something na ganyan. But yung bibili kami sa mall, unless it's a need na kunwari suit, kailangan ni Chuck ng suit. Yun, doon kami.
Kailangan naman, may mga ganun nga naman na mga...
JS prom, ganyan.
Kailangan um-outfit ka talaga ng naaayon, di ba? I like how, yun nga, na umpisa pa lang, di ba, sinabi mo yan, wagwagan, Baguio. Di ba? Di, totoo kasi marami, like ako, I'm proud of myself na every time, maski nung nandito na ako,
Yeah.
every time na uuwi kami, lagi akong pupunta sa Baguio. Kasi yung shopping budget ko sa Baguio Night Market,
Sa Harrison Road.
Yes! Yung stretch nun. Tapos yung wagwagan. Ako, paborito kong makakakuha ng yung mga pieces na, uy, magagandang brand to. Alam mo yun, papakuluan mo lang naman sa tubig, beshi. And then I love kasi, you pass along yung values of that to your kids na it's not about, lalo na siguro I guess here, 'di ba, na brands are so important sa marami sa atin dito or growing up na that's what we see ganyan. So in terms naman of building yung creating that statement pieces or wardrobe kasi we asked sa previous episode, diba, sa Momchies naman. Ano yung mga basic na dapat nasa wardrobe ng Momchies? Is there any specific like that for the kids naman to be stylish pa rin naman, but at the same time, staying on budget?
Sa akin yung yung mga, comfortable shoes, kailangan meron sila. Comfortable, anything na comfortable. Tapos you'll just add colors, for example, sa hat, or watch, or yung sa accessories, ganon. Or yung meron siyang maliit na bag na colorful.
Ang cute ng accessories. Tawa ako doon.
Yan. So ganon. I invest in comfort. Dun yung comfortable pieces sa kanila. Lalo na dun sa maliit. Tapos, yung accessories lang, yung colorful and more playful.
Nice.
Tapos, yan. Kung magsa-swimming, mas gusto ko yung colorful or neon.
Yeah.
Para mas mabilis ko silang
Mas
makita.
Hindi, pero
Mas
totoo.
patan, yes.
I've read that na, yun nga, lalo na for smaller kids, dapat yung color na pipiliin mo pag magsa-swimming sila is yun, maganda yung mga neon, bright, pop colors. Kasi nga, you don't know what can happen, lalo na in an environment like that. Tapos pag blue yung suot, hindi nakikita sa tubig.
True. There are certain colors nga na mas hindi mo napapansin
mas
sa ilalim ng
nagbe-blend
water,
siya
no?
masyado sa water. So
kung nawala man sa daan, yung batang naka-neon.
yung nasa mall kayo or what, di ba? Yung nasa picture, nakita niyo po, yung naka-orange na bata, please. Akin yun.
Ay, tama-tama, gusto din yung color orange.
Yes! Very tag. Thank you for supporting. Wow! May pag-support pala sa tag. Ganyan. Hindi, thank you for sharing that. Kasi nakakatuwa, especially for, di ba yun nga, we wanna break siguro yung cycle na yung, ang ganda nung sinabi mo kasi na you allow your kids, di ba? Umpisa pa lang, it's about self-expression na, I guess siguro sa atin kasing mga millennial momchies, parang we try to give the kids na the freedom to choose, di ba? And then, but yung fine line between, yung freedom mo, masyadong freedom to choose, anak, sundutan pa rin natin ang konting guidance, ganun. And thank you kasi, alam mo yun, you sharing your experience helps us see na, okay, ganito pala siya pwedeng gawin. And building that for the kids, no? And yung raising awareness. And syempre, in a more multicultural setting dito sa UAE, ano talaga siya, important na malaman how to dress for the occasion, ganyan. I don't know, ako, natutuwa ako, sorry, yung mic ko. Kaya hinako siya, sorry na. Pero ayun, ang ano naman namin, di ba, yung sabi mo, yung freedom for them. Ano naman yung mabibigay mong tips in terms of, siguro, yun nga, bukod sa sinabi mo kanina na magsusundot ka lang ng konti, what are other ways to show your child na, or to guide them, probably this would look better on you, or how to do this when it comes to styling and feeling confident about themselves without yung magiging pushy momshi ka na, ito, suot mo. Sabi ko yan eh.
I think this question especially applies more for moms with older
Kids,
children.
yeah.
Lalo na like for me, I have a daughter who's already like late teens. So sometimes, we'd go out and she's showing a bit too much skin.
Yeah.
Although hindi naman siya yung,
Yeah.
you've met my daughter, she's not too revealing naman yung outfit niya. But sometimes, we'd go to, say, church, tapos
And then may
nakahangin
konting
daw
midriff.
anak, no.
Pero kasi that's their generation and that's
Exactly,
their style.
exactly.
Ganun.
So how would you what are your tips?
You compliment your kids. if there's an outfit na you really think or you really want them to
wear.
to
Yun
wear, oo. You compliment para alam mo yun, mabuo din yung confidence nila bago sila lumabas ng bahay and they realize, parang, I look good in this. So next time, parang yun din,
Yung
ganong
itatry nila
style
yung
din yung
isusuot.
naisusuot.
Gusto ko
Nice
yun.
one. Yeah, that's a good
Gusto ko
one.
yun. You shower them with compliments.
Yes,
Correct.
yes. Oo.
Sa bagay, totoo.
So kaya
nga.
kahit sinong magsabi sa kanila outside, no worry. Kasi even yung eldest ko nung medyo mas maliit pa siya, sa school, siya merong time na binubuli siya. Ganon. Na, Chuck, you're so ugly. Ganon. Mga, bata. Ganyan. Tapos sabihin niya sa akin, pero kasi dahil alam mo yun, inano mo siya sa bahay na, no, Chuck, you look so good, bagay mo yung ganyan,
Yeah.
ganyan. So sa kanya, hindi na siya naapektuhan.
Oh, that's great.
Oo. Crush mo ako eh.
Yeah.
Kaya alam mo yung gano'n na siya, kaya ka
Gusto ko
ganyan
yan.
eh.
Very Pinoy yun.
Crush ka lang yun.
Nun.
Pero actually, she has a very good point. You have a good point, Gweys, kasi complimenting or showering your kids with praise, it's multi-purpose eh. Not only does it show them which one would suit them better, it's subtly telling them what to do, but it also builds them up as a person. And not just in the fact na it's gonna help insults just slide off their skin, but also in their sense na they're not constantly looking for validation
True,
outside.
exactly.
Kasi they have it already at home. Diba? So it's a good one. That's a very nice
It's
tip.
actually very important din. 'Di ba? Kasi yun nga, it starts from the home eh. 'Di ba yung building of character, confidence for the kids. So, paano mo naman binabalance 'yon? 'Di ba kasi yun nga sabi mo, it's about the compliments, 'di ba? Yung sa bahay pa lang. So, paano mo nababalance yun between kasi do you have any kind of like yun nga, sabi mo, pagka nagdi-disagree ka dun sa suot niya, ganyan, or baka it's not for the occasion, ganyan. How do you balance that? How do you deal with it? Lalo na paano kung mag-disagree siya, ganyan. Kasi I know there are certain kids, sabi mo nga, pagka older na, mas nagiging, I don't wanna say rebellious, pero may time kasi, di ba, that they start to
Have their own opinion.
yes, about things na parang nadi-disregard minsan ang opinions ng mga parents. Ganon at a certain age. Parang, and you have a teenager as well.
Yeah.
So how do you balance that out?
I listen. I listen to my kids, especially sa eldest ko. I listen ko. Siyempre, sasabihin ko sa kanya kung anong opinion ko. And then, I give him the freedom to also express himself. So I would listen, and then if talagang gusto niya, I would just let him wear whatever he wants to wear or how he wants to express himself. And then later on, like hoping na, okay, marirealize din niya na may point ako. So I didn't stop him, pero I made sure na my message came across. So, yeah.
Nice. Nice. Thank you. Ang dami nating napupulot
I know,
today.
right? Ako, for me, the biggest takeaway from this conversation for me is how, especially for moms with boys, you shouldn't set aside the importance of dads as well.
Actually, yeah, that's
Yeah.
also one big thing na take away ko din dito.
From this
ganyan.
conversation.
Kasi
But may participation.
kailangan may audience participation si daddy all the time.
Yes. That and kahit stylist na, nag-uukay-ukay pa rin.
Yes!
Yeah. So we're thinking,
Yeah.
kasi she seems so polished and everything, na
True.
kailangan everything must be branded and
Yes.
fancy.
On point.
I go to day-to-day. If you check yung mga, this is day-to-day.
No.
Oh.
Yes.
I
But you
love
just
it.
need to check kung
Sa bagay, di ba? Sa spot mo lang eh, kung alin talaga yung ano.
And how you piece it together.
Yes. So, alam na natin. And even it's nice kasi how, di ba, kanina inaano mo yung about yourself as a stylist, you don't put pressure into your kids and your family na you have to dress a certain way din to reflect who you are, ganyan. And yun, so ang dami nating takeaway for the kiddos din lalo, di ba? You help them dress in comfortable clothes. Comfort is key muna sa mga bagets. And of course, and then just add on colorful pieces for them. And allow them to express themselves then and listen. Yun ang,
Yes.
yun ang I love about that kasi you shower them with compliments, you listen, you make them feel na they're really included talaga dun sa conversation, especially when it's about them din naman talaga.
Totoo. Yeah.
So they have a voice to it. So thank you. Ang dami. I love it.
And what's funny is hindi puro fashion yung mga na-pick up natin.
Kaya
no?
nga eh.
Diba? That's really nice. So, Gweys, thank you so very much for being a part of our
Thank
podcast.
you.
We really appreciate
Yes.
all your insights. Not just here, kahit sa event namin, ang dami namin napupulot sa'yo.
Oh, thank you so
Totoo.
much.
And then,
Makes me so happy.
yeah, hopefully next time ulit. Wow! Inaya na. May pang-apat na momchie pala. Sinali. Sige, before we wrap up na lang din talaga, any lasting tips that you want to share to momchies na mag-guide nila yung anak nila in terms of self-expression through style and fashion? Apart from yung mga napag-usapan natin, baka there are any more advice na maibibigay?
Sa akin, yung communication talaga is very important sa loob ng bahay. So, you, as a parent, parang you guide them, but you also listen because we're not perfect and meron mga bagay tayo na hindi natin naiintindihan na pinagdadaanan nila. Kasi not everything, as much as we want to, they're not gonna tell us everything.
Yes.
Diba? But if you let them communicate and if you listen sa mga maliliit na details na
Mga hints.
yes, mga hints, maiintindihan natin kung bakit nila sinusuot yung mga
Bakit ba kasi?
mukha silang
Gusto ko yun.
It's bringing me back to how we would dress when we
True.
were younger.
Yes.
Diba? Tayo rin
Actually,
naman eh. We've had our
oo.
phases.
May mga experimental phase naman talaga tayo. Aminin mo yan, Beshi. Mga millennials dyan, sino yung nag-punk? Char.
Goth.
Yeah. Hindi na lang ako amin. Hindi, pero thank you for that. Ako, yun nga. Yun talaga yung natutunan ko. Siyempre, starting pa lang si baby. And ang dami kong natutunan when it comes to helping the kiddo, no, to self-express. Kaya ako tinatanong yung how young did you start? Kasi your son is 3,
Yeah.
diba? Tapos he already knows kung ano yung gusto niyang isuot, ganyan. So I'm guessing malapit na akong umabot doon. And all I need to do is listen and allow them to express themselves. Ikaw, madam, any more takeaways?
Oh, no. I think, I know you're learning a lot dahil ikaw yung
Yeah.
newest mommy sa atin dito sa tatlo. But even as someone who's got a 19-year-old, I still got a little something from this conversation with Gweys. Lalo na kasi my eldest is a girl, right? And it's
True.
different when you're a mom of boys. So those are the few things that I learned naman. So yeah, isasama ko na yung asawa ko sa mga usapan.
Kasali na rin siya sa shopping.
Exactly. Hindi ko sosolohin lahat.
True.
yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much again, Gweys.
Thank you.
And we look forward
Thank
to
you.
having you in the future episodes.
Yes. And
so much
hopefully
fun.
nandito si Maldita para
Yeah. She won't feel left out.
True.
Nagpo-FOMO yun ngayon.
Kasi siya naman ay girl mom.
Oo.
So baka naman may ibang take away din siya. Kasi
Correct.
si Madam both. Yeah. Pero anyways, ayan na nga po. Thank you so much. Ayan ang ating episode ng Momchies on the Mic.
Tag 91.1 Pinoy talaga!